because Rajaya, Teata, Om, Sawatata Gata Hum, Gume Gume, Imini Mihi, Mati Mati, Sapta Tata Gata, Samadaya Dictate, Ate Mate, Pale Papam, Shodani, Sawa Papam, Nashaya, Mama Bude, Budo, Tatame, Ume Kume, Buddha, Chetar, Parishodani, Dameni, Dame, Meru, Meru Shikare, Sawa Akala, Mirtayu, Niwarani, Bude, Subude, Buddha, Adiktana, Adiktetena, Ashentume, Sawa Dewa, Same, Asame, Samanawa, Harentume, Sawa Buddha, Bodhisattva, Shame, Parshamentume, Sawa Itayu, Adarpa, Bayadaya, Purani, Supurani, Urayame, Sawa Ashaye, Benduria, Partibase, Sawa Papam, Chayankari Soha, Om, Bekaze, Ma Bekaze, Raja Samungate Soha, Ya no Panjaparamita Mada Mantra, Mada Panjaparamita, or say Mada 4-pound wisdom mantra. Teata, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhi Soha. That is mother, 4-pound wisdom mother. Is English correct?
Yeah.
I don't know. My sentence always funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes Bhutan sentence, sometimes Tibetan sentence, sometimes India sentence.
Must be strange. Yeah.
Because you know this.
Yeah. They put it backwards. I know.
Yeah.
Everything we're backwards here from you.
Yeah. In Sarah Monastery, one New Zealand young boy, white people son.
Yeah.
He's a complete Champa, very tall later. He said he speak Tibet. He young. He said, "Oh, yeah, Chig Boo. Chig means one, and Boo means insect. One insect. But Tibetans say insect one.
Yeah.
Boo Chig.
Yeah,
Tibetans say Boo Chig.
Yeah, right.
But he said Chig Boo. Oh, Chig Boo. He said. Very funny, you know. Yeah, India sentence, yes, one insect.
Also, India is like English.
India more like Western.
I see.
Okay.
Western. Egg kira, they say. Egg means one. Kira means insect.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Egg kira.
Buchi.
Chig. Chig boo. One insect one. Yeah, now 1,000 that is very powerful and very, very common for Tibetan and healing. Yeah, Nyungne, that is important. Namo, Redna, Taryaya, Nama, Arya, Jnana,
Yana,
Sagare,
Sagare,
Berochana,
Nerochana,
Bayuha,
Vayuha,
Rajaya,
Rajaya,
Tathagataya,
Tathagata,
Arhate,
Arhate,
Samyak Sambuddhaya,
Samyak Sambuddhaya,
Nama,
Nama,
Sawatathagate Baya,
Sawatathagate Baya,
Arhate Baya,
Arhate Baya,
Samyak Sambuddha Baya,
Samyak Sambuddha Baya,
Nama,
Nama,
Arya,
Arya,
Avalokite Shauraya,
Avalokitesha Shwaraya,
Bodhisattvaya,
Bodhisattvaya,
Mahasattvaya,
Mahasattvaya,
Mahakarunikaya,
Mahakarunikaya,
Teatha,
Deata,
Om,
Om,
Dara Dara,
Dara Dara,
Diri Diri,
Diri Diri,
Duru Duru,
Duru Duru,
Ete Wete,
Iti Wete,
Tsale Tsale,
Tsale Tsale,
Partsale Partsale,
Patsale Patsale,
Kusume Kusumewari,
Gusume Gusume Wari,
Ilimele,
Mili Mili,
Tsite,
Titi,
Zala,
Zala,
Mapanai Soha,
Mapanai Soha,
Om,
Om,
Mani Petme Hung,
Mani Petme Hum,
Om Mani Petme Hung,
Om Mani Petme Hum,
Om Mani Petme Hung.
Om Mani Petme Hum.
Yes, then I hope all negative purify.
Me too.
They say, this mentor say, even monks have root four vows. If working this mentor, all purify, they say.
Ah,
That easy,
it's a good thing we're not monks.
very easy. I think very powerful, Chenrezig mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have prayer, Lord prayer. That is, he is Shakyamuni Buddha in 2,600 years ago. In India, he is attendant. You know, Shakyamuni Buddha also disciple. Disciple, monk Shariputra, Mongayana, they're very, very, what's say, practitioner, very, very knowledge. And this monk is Jainism monk.
Ah.
Shariputra and Mongayana, Jainism religion.
Wow.
They are very, very ascetic.
Yeah.
Then they came Buddha's teaching, listen, they became Buddha's student. Then they call Buddhist Arhat, Shariputra, Mongayana. But Ananda is young. He is Buddha's cousin. He became monk. He became Buddha 60 years old. Buddha said, I need attendant. Then you come. He said, no. Many discussion. Yeah, anyway, Ananda is young. Yeah, you know, Shariputra Mongayana. And lay people, Materia, Bejapani, all Lukiteshwara.
Those were all lay people.
Lay people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Manjushri, Samantha Buddha, Samantha Bada.
Yeah.
And Sky, what's this? Sky, his name Sky, or one earth name. And I don't know, finish or not finish. This eight important Ten Bhumi disciple.
Right.
No monk, lay person.
There's hope.
Never became monk.
Yeah.
They are Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
Because Mahayana belong them eight. You know, Chenrezig, Manjushri, and Popular. And Bejapani belong Tenta. Bejapani and Samantha Buddha. Samantha Buddha and Sai Nyingpo, Nanke Nyingpo. Sai Nyingpo are like Sa means earth, earth essence, yeah. Earth essence of earth, essence of sky, too. How much? 6.
Just 6, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Well, we sure don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher.
Yes.
Can you slightly tilt the camera angle on Geshe-la's head? It's a little bit like catching his neck.
All right, which way?
The other way. More. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
That should be good. Yeah, that's good.
That's good, yeah. Yes, Jaya Chana Doji Chinese Sayinbu. Jibanamse. Sayinbu Jibanamse. Maybe Nankanimbu Samba Kunduzam. You say change. Oh, materia. And Jibanamse.
Yeah.
Jibanamse means Jiba means like obscuration, eliminated obstacle.
Yeah.
His name like that 8 Buddhist Soepa is very important. If that Lama Tsongkhapa make this meditation and prayer or reborn in Sukhawati, you know, the Amitabha
land. Okay,
Amitabha land.
Yeah.
That have this 8 important and 10 Bhumi. This what's that? Paraya.
Yeah.
This coming in Padotem. The Tsongkhapas, this text, they have something, a special thinking or meditation. Yes, that's popular, very popular. The Amitabha, but nobody doing much. Nobody care. Kaiju doing, Bhutan, they're doing Amitabha. The same logic.
Yeah.
8, 10 Bhumi. Yes. Anyway, that is why my talking come. That Chenrezig, he is standing, and then he said he wanted to go to Tibet because there nobody handle. It's very civilly people. Uncivilized.
Yeah.
Oh, wild, very wild.
Yeah.
Uncivilized people. There I go, I can, I have some karma, he said. Then he telling that mantra. That is many years ago, many thousand years ago, I got that. Some Buddha, other Buddhas, they give me that mantra. That mantra. He telling Shakyamuni. Shakyamuni said, wonderful, excellent. That is true. You must do. That is, but Shakyamuni doesn't tell this mantra. Chenrezig, he asked Shakyamuni, I have that many years ago, my practice. But then Shakyamuni said, excellent, good, true, you must do. That mantra is very powerful.
So Chenrezig has a strong connection with Tibet.
Yes. Therefore, now they believe Dalai Lama reincarnation and reincarnation, Chenrezig, and many, not only one, many because they need one person can't do much. You know, many emanation, million emanation. No one knows who is.
Quantum physics, by the way.
Huh?
Right.
That quantum physics talks about that.
Quantum physics.
Yeah, many, many emanations. We all have that, but only one sort of manifests
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah. That basically we are reality. We are Buddha.
Right.
I read yesterday some text, but what's that? But basically we are Buddha. Basically no. Reality.
Yeah.
No.
Reality.
Yeah, in reality.
Reality we are.
Reality, we are Buddha.
Yeah.
But
Samsara, we are.
unfortunately, we not know.
Yeah.
Then we are hell being. We are hell being or we are sentient being. Because don't know, then doing all wrong, then we call sentient being. Sentient being. But reality, we are no problem. We are Buddha. That is, you know, third Dhammacakka student committee is coming. Uttara Tantara. Uttara Tantara and Maumundra and Dzogchen and Shentong, and they're coming. Other emptiness. These texts, they say, reality, we are Buddha. Don't worry. But unfortunately, you don't know. Then big problem, big trouble.
We suffer.
Are you saying we all can be Buddha?
Huh?
No. Well, yes.
Are you saying we all can be Buddha?
Louder.
Are you saying we all can be Buddha or we all are Buddha?
Are Buddha.
We all are Buddha.
I don't agree.
Ultimately,
Not are.
underneath all of our obscurations, we are Buddha.
We have the basis.
We have the
basically.
base, like every acorn, every apple seed, every acorn is ultimately able to be an oak tree, but it has to have the right causes and conditions to reach that. But holistically, completely, it has everything it needs to be an oak tree. Similarly, an apple seed has everything it needs to become an apple tree that bears apples
With the right causes.
with the right causes and conditions. So ultimately, we all have the ability and are Buddha at our most pure state with the right causes and conditions. That Buddha nature is there.
That's Venerable Robina's explanation of it, but
Yeah.
you can sort of get an understanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my understanding at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. This Mahamunda and that commentaries say reality, we are already Buddha. Reality, but we looks no Buddha.
Right.
Because we have ignorance. We don't recognize our luminosity mind.
Right.
Our luminosity mind, completely purity, is already Buddha. Already Buddha. But if don't recognize, then covering,
Yeah.
Right.
then stupid.
Mahamudra meditation helps a lot with
Yeah,
recognizing
that Mahamudra view.
Yeah.
But till explanation, different
Right.
school, different
Yeah.
explanation, that is completely like Anu Yoga, like Dzogchen, like Mahamudra. This kind, they're telling very strongly. But Mahayana, they say seed.
Mhm.
Buddha seed we already
Yeah,
have.
like
Yeah, like I was saying, the
But
Buddhist
high yoga, they are say already,
already have it.
already. Yamantaka say already, and basic and result no different. Bias, what's that?
basis and
Basis.
results. Yeah.
Basis result no different practitioner.
Well, it works. I
Yeah,
understand,
basic
yeah.
and result no different.
Right.
Yeah,
But why then problem don't recognize? Ignorant.
Ignorant.
And
Yeah.
then ignorant, fundamental ignorant, then bring million delusion.
Right.
That problem.
Mhm.
But they say finger point or what's say catch
Catch.
or recognize
Yeah.
your purity mind.
Luminosity. Clear light
Right.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, purity
They
mind.
first catch that.
That doing, trying, but nobody, but emptiness together need.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is mind is subject, emptiness is object.
Mhm.
Then if you don't know emptiness, you can't go this
Right.
inside.
Right.
Can't catch.
Right.
Melarapa say, I can catch sky bird. I can catch mouse. It's easier than my mind catch.
Right.
His purity mind catch very difficult.
Yes.
He say. Then later he old time. He said now he not scared because I already catch my mind. He said.
Oh, nice.
Now I know prayer, hell, everything.
I no fear of hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
No fear, fearless.
Yeah.
He said that. That is a high yogi's experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good. But we just telling, but lead on.
Mhm.
Only spoon.
Only a ladle. Only
Yeah.
Spoon or ladle,
yeah.
but not. Yes. That is a, yeah. Now what shall we do? The poem immeasurable. Now time going. Immeasurable compassion is like if so many suffering been this word, other words, that suffering been they became free from suffering. How wonderful! If they became free from suffering, how wonderful! Yeah, but may all they free from suffering. I wish they free from suffering and its causes. Yeah, immeasurable. I mean, kindness. Yeah, so many unhappy been happy, less been. That is, if they have happy, how wonderful. Yeah, that coming. Some lomrims or some rituals for immeasurable, different style, If unhappy been happy beings have happy, how wonderful. I wish they have happy. May all the unhappy being have happy and its causes condition. Yes. Yeah. If what's said that joy, how to call? So many happy being now. So that object. They at the moment so good condition. They have happy. If they never ever separate, how wonderful. The sentence okay?
Yeah. Mhm.
I think I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
It never never disappear or never separate, never losing. How wonderful they are happy. See, forever young, forever happy.
Yeah.
how wonderful. But unfortunately, momentary. Yeah, that is. Anyway, they have happy, so wonderful. May all they never ever separate. Happy, never ever losing. Happy, never deluded. Happy, happy can't. Happy not. What say? Happy okay, but not deluded. Yes, now extreme and stupid, stubborn, so many, what's say, over extreme politics, extreme religion, extreme view, extreme, yeah, side, beside that, all existing. If their understanding correctly, they will get wisdom, and how wonderful. But unfortunately, they are ignorant. But we wish they will get correctly understanding, clever, and correct wisdom they get, and they become equanimity, they become peace. Oh yes, that is immeasurable. Good. Anytime good, that is little bit emotion, you know. That is practice good, very good. Everybody can do. Yeah. Then, yeah, yeah, refuge. Namo Buddhaya,
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Dhammaya,
Namo Dhammaya.
Nama Sangaya,
Namo Sanghaya.
Namo Buddhaya,
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Dhammaya,
Namo
Namo
Dhammaya.
Dhammaya.
Sangaya,
Namo Sanghaya.
Namo Buddhaya,
Namo
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Dhammaya,
Namo
Namo
Dhammaya.
Dhammaya.
Nama Sangaya.
Namo Sanghaya.
We follow yeah, holy Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and then we give up intentionally killing, stealing, yeah, sexual contact, cheating and lying and all negatives give up. That surrender and hashi mind, what's that? Harming mind, hashi talk. Yeah, that's that bodies bad bodies negative karma and speech negative karma, mind negative karmas. We don't do intentionally. Give up. And opposite we create. Killing opposite liberation and like that. We opposite, you know, lying opposite and honesty, yeah, like, yeah, yeah, that is we take vow, promise.
Promise.
That good. If with prostration, also good. Yeah, prostration, 100,000, very important for I yesterday some text reading. What say? Lama Tsongkhapa, Master Tsongkhapa, he how to realize it, emptiness. He said he knows Shakyamuni Buddha long ago, but still I not realize it, emptiness. Still I not realize it. But now I understanding, really I, bottom of my mind, my heart, bottom,
Bottom of the-
what's that?
with the bottom, from the bottom of
From
my
the
heart.
bottom, I read or say faith,
Faith, yeah.
faith Shakyamuni Buddha. He understanding emptiness. How he understanding? Tsongkhapa master Manjushri say, you don't teach now. You go practice. You do wonder. Then he doing this Tibetan country Orka Chulung over there. Then he with but eight master, eight Geshe. Tsongkhapa also no Tuku, just Geshe. He's a special man, but not Rinpoche. Tsongkhapa no Rinpoche, Gyasabje no Rinpoche, Kedubji also no Rinpoche. Kedubji very, very intelligent, sharp. Many people say you are Tuku. Yes, yes, I'm rooster Tuku. I'm
Yeah.
insect Tuku. I'm hell Tuku. He said. He not accept Tuku. Yes, everybody Tuku. He said rooster Tuku. Chicken Tuku. Oh, yeah. That is yeah, Kedubji's answer like that. But he very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. They are all Manjushri emanation. Tsongkhapa and Gyatso Kedub. Yeah, they are all Manjushri. But they go, eight master, eight Geshes go, Tsongkhapa companion, Togden Jambe Gyatso. Togden Jambe Gyatso and Lama Togden Jambe Gyatso very popular. And Tsongkhapa together can talk in Manjushri together. You know, together can see. Tsongkhapa say he is companion. Togden Jambe Gyatso is companion. But Tsongkhapa, one teacher is Lama Umapa. Lama Umapa see Manjushri. That time they are don't see. Umapa ask their question and Manjushri give answer and Umapa telling. Umapa translator like that. One is Nangka Jensen. Nangka Jensen is Nyingmapa Lama. And Tsongkhapa visit him and each other teach. Tsongkhapa teach him, he teach Tsongkhapa. Both each other Lama. Nangka Jensen. Nangka Jensen have vision Manju, no, Bajapani. Yeah, Tsongkhapa can't see, can hear sound. Sentence can hear. And Nangka Jensen doing translator. He see them, you know, Nangka Jensen. This is Tsongkhapa's teacher. Tsongkhapa had 67 or 8 teacher. Yes, that is that teach the Ngo Rangji Tuje. Ngo means entity, Rangji means nature, and Tuje means compassion or like compassion or kind, great kindness. That is Dzogchen, Ngo Rangji Tuje. That have Tsongkhapa text first biome. What's that? Biome A, B, C, D, 18.
So 18 volumes.
ABCD, how many?
Yeah.
18?
18.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
18.
Oh, then not enough. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, 18. The Tsongkhapa text have, yeah. Yes, okay, 18.
Yeah, 18, okay.
18, okay. Z until A till Z.
Yeah,
18.
yeah.
Well,
18
we
would
have-
be to R in our alphabet.
We have 18. We have 26.
We have 26.
Yeah. The
A, B, C.
Tibetan have 30
Yeah,
and 4 vowels
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and,
4 vowels.
consonant,
Consonants.
consonants 30. But India, Sanskrit 16 vowels
Right.
and 34 consonants.
Oh, wow.
More rich this language, very rich language, but therefore more nice because many vowels, you know, e o a e li o, then more sound nice, you know, vowels have then talking more nice. The French language also lily, lulu, lily. That's vowels.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
that make sound nice. Yeah. Anyway, Wagun.
18 volumes.
Oh, Tsongkhapa 18 biome. Yeah, there first A biome,
Yeah.
biome A, they have 16 page or like that is the Japanese teaching. They put there. That is completely Dzogchen. Dzogchen teaching. Yeah. But wonderful that. Yes, what am I telling? What yesterday I read. That Tsongkhapa and his Geshe companion 8 years doing practice. 8 years not teaching, practicing. But first preliminary 100,000 postration, 100,000 mandala. Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, they have different style. The Tsongkhapa did that. Then one day his dream, and that Nagarjuna disciple or student, that Buddha Palita come. Pandit Buddha Palita came. Buddha Palita give one text. And then, what say, Tsongkhapa read chapter 18, Buddha Palita, chapter 18, they have investigating time, because chapter, the many investigating, you know, Pandit Buddha Palita, his text name also Buddha Palita. Yeah, Buddha Palita, chapter 8, he read. Then he realized it, that Tsongkhapa, he realized it, that merely nominal imputedly existence.
Yeah.
Then he said he correct understanding emptiness. Yeah, yesterday I read some text. That is chapter 18. Really, I have, you know, in my monastery, 4 abbots, they come in, learn from me, palate cognition. I teach many months ballet cognition. You know, they say ballet cognition, Gilupa better, much better. Please teach us. Please teach us. I say I don't know much. You are about. But I teach. I think more than 8 months. Maybe they only Sunday, Saturday coming, but other time they busy. They teach. Yeah, 4 Abbot, but one Abbot passed. The other one is very popular Nepal, one is very popular Bhutan now. Very popular. They are very clever, not like me, similar, stupid man. I'm very stupid, but they are very clever on political, you know, diplomatic mind.
Right.
I like silly, you know. I like silly, but I'm already silly.
Well, it's good you like silly.
Right.
Because you are.
Silly is good.
Yeah. For example, Emory Geshe Lobsang, you
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
we
yes.
same
In Emory
time
College.
Laram exam together.
Mhm.
And his Binaya and Abhidhamma not so well, but Madhamika and ballet cognition and Paramita very well. But Abhidhamma and Binaya, he don't find much time. He have intelligence. We did 14 days debate,
Oh, wow.
but he no silly. He looking high.
Wow.
He doing big job,
Right.
but I looking down,
Done.
doing better together. You know, people character,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Different
character, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, where I come from today, I'm crazy, crazy teaching. Anyway, chapter 18, then merely nominal MQTDly existing. That is Tsongkhapa realized it. That is Gilupa's important, a special bow, a special, what's say, accept, or what's say, decision. Decision. That is to know, because the emptiness is not so easy how to realize it. That is really realize it. We need so many preliminary practice. Nyingma Kagyu is also telling you are must do ngondo. Nyingma Kagyu doing a lot Nyingma Karsa, what's say, ngondo. Ngondo especially they do Kagyu Nyingma. Even some people doing 18 times ngondo, 12 times ngondo. My goodness, they are that much hard job doing. Nyingma Kagyu, you know, they teach Nyingma Kagyu Lamas. Look, Tsongkhapa, he also 8 years doing the ngondo and practice. He Manjushri say not teach. He is very scholar, but not teach. You must practice. Then after good realization, then Manjushri say, now you teach. 8 years later, he teach. That is a good biography. Good biography. Maybe Tuten Jimba already told me. That is important biography.
Yeah.
Nyingma Kagyu also respect him because how he did. This, you know, Buddha Palita 18th chapter, then he realizes merely nominal MQTDly existing. That is Nyingma Khenpo. Nyingma Khenpo, they know.
Mhm.
They try telling me. I don't know. They say, which sentence, which chapter Tsongkhapa realized emptiness? They ask me, Nyingma Khenpo.
Mm.
I say, I don't know. I studied many Madhamika, But other Geshes also don't know because no much checking, just study.
Yeah.
But they're looking point. Why I telling Nima Kempo? Nima Kempo reminded me, then that is correct. I look Geshe Tendal Harampa's text. Then they're telling that. Tendal Harampa text, he said, Lama Tsongkhapa telling middle, Great Lamrim, Lamrim Chemo, and middle Lamrim. Middle Lamrim, they say, before Tsongkhapa and Tibetan master, they have emptiness looks like no concept, nothingness. Only mind or nothingness, no concept. Like shamatha, similar. That telling, Tsongkhapa said, they have two kind. One kind, they realize it emptiness. One is not realize it emptiness, just shamatha. One is realize it emptiness. That is wonderful. Otherwise, they say we only Gilupas and realize it emptiness. In Yumaka, you know, realize it emptiness. That is not true. Tsongkhapa say already realize it. And then Pension Lozan Chuejian and the Changja Revedoji, they say Mapa Mela and that they are all realize it emptiness. That is wonderful, you know. Otherwise, only we empty. That is not true.
Yeah.
Middle Amrim, very good quotation I found. That is important to keep mind. You know, Tsongkhapa believe before in Tsongkhapa before so many Tibetan master, they have some wrong, some realize it emptiness. That is an important sentence. He said, only me discovering, but before no discovering, then how ugly, how ugly, yeah? He said discovering before emptiness, but you know, no concept, yeah, what's that? No thinking, like nothingness. They have two kind. One is realize it emptiness. One is no, something wrong. So that's true, reality situation, you know. Anyway, this is just telling. Yeah, how to we must try this life emptiness. Is we are reborn human. We are intelligent people, not bad, stupid, but we can read English, we can read everything, we can discussion, we can be have opportunity. So that is a very, very valuable opportunity. We try emptiness. Shakyamuni Buddha came, he gave emptiness teaching. So this is we opportunity, or we take this opportunity, his advice or his important teaching, or helping for how to eradicate it and root of samsara. Root of samsara is fundamental ignorance.
Right.
Fundamental ignorance. Fundamental ignorance. Fundamental ignorance. Oh, yeah. Fundamental ignorance means ego grasping view. That is view. And ignorance is no view. And also fundamental ignorance is mind. And ignorance is what say? Fundamental ignorance is what say? Mental state.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
Ignorance is mental state. And secondary mind. Secondary mind.
Secondary.
You understanding
I'm not
this?
sure what that means.
We understand secondary mind, but we don't know what you're referring to by that.
Yeah, secondary mind and mind different.
Right.
Mind and root of samsara, this ego grasping ignorance, that is opposite of what's emptiness.
Okay.
What's this object is what's touch language problem. Take time.
That's okay.
Huh? Yeah. Object of the modi of apprehension. Object.
Oh, object of the mode of apprehension.
You understanding?
Object of the mode. Well, let me just check.
But I John, that is a fundamental ignorant object.
Yeah.
Better. Fundamental ignorant object of the
Mode,
mode of
apprehension.
apprehension.
Yeah.
And emptiness, what's there? Profound wisdom object of the mode of apprehension. Contradiction, directly contradiction. Understanding? What's say?
How do they contradict?
You know, object contradiction.
Mhm.
Or what's apprehension contradict.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Grasping contradiction.
Mhm.
Grasping or contradict. For example, one example or enemy or some pillar or tree. Or because fundamental wisdom say truly no existing, inherently no existing. You know, analyze no existing. That is object of the mode of apprehension. This wisdom.
Wisdom, right.
Wisdom and fundamental ignorance. There's inherently truly existing. That object of the mode of apprehension. You understand it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Something,
Understand, yes.
something say yes, something say no. Look like that. Contradiction.
Right.
That is yellow. But this is black. Look like that. One object,
Right.
One person says yellow.
you know,
One person
some sick, yellow sick people, you know, vomit, and
Yes.
eye
Yeah.
became yellow.
Yes.
They said conscious is yellow. Others, no sick people say white. Conscious is white or yellow.
Mhm.
Conscious, yeah, but this,
Yeah.
like conch snail. What's the conch? Conch.
Conch.
Seashell.
The seashell,
Seashell,
conch
yeah.
shell.
Seashell
Yeah.
is seashell. Sikh people say yellow.
Yeah.
You know, but no Sikh people
Mhm.
say white.
Right.
Similar fundamental ignorance and that profound wisdom
Mhm.
and completely like
Understand.
So wait.
uh-huh.
Loudly.
So
Yeah,
yellow eye
yes,
says shell is yellow.
yes,
White eye says shell is white.
yes.
Yellow eye gets better and becomes white eye. Then what?
Yeah,
Then it sees it was
And
white.
it sees it was white.
but
So what is
that
the truth?
both not true.
That was just an example. The
Yeah.
one he gave of the tree is
But
the
I
better
just making
Yeah,
example,
Yeah.
contradiction
Yeah.
example.
Because they don't, the shell doesn't exist.
But that's just example.
one. Inherently.
Inherently.
It does exist, but
It
it doesn't
doesn't
exist.
You
exist
know,
inherently.
that apprehension.
Yeah.
One said that is yellow, one said that is white. They, which one? But
Right.
we not checking.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if really check, both is wrong.
Both wrong.
Right.
But we not checking this.
Yeah.
Just
Just
what's example.
Example.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Similar root of samsara, we must recognize. Root of samsara is ego grasping or like this.
Mhm.
And
Ignorance.
opposite is what's say profound wisdom, emptiness of view wisdom. That is we must to know, to learn, can learn. But I mean ignorant and wisdom, no contradiction. Ignorant just don't know. Ignorant say, never say yes, never say wrong,
Mhm.
never say. Ignorant is I can't see.
Yeah.
Ignorant say I don't know, I can't see. Only that situation don't know. But grasping say yes this, yes.
Yeah.
Wisdom say
Yeah.
yes this. They give number or number what say. So therefore different mind. Grasping is mind and ignorant is secondary. What say? I now
Secondary mind.
secondary mind.
Secondary mind.
Different secondary mind and fundamental ignorance different.
Okay.
That is important to know. But we coming this teaching. Anyway, how I doing today? Like that. Yeah. We deal with it. We are deal with it. Many different kind of delusion and root of samsara delusion that must to know. Root of samsara. This is ego grasping. What say? Ego grasping. Something say. Ego grasping. Yeah, that is have innate ego grasping and also intellectual ego grasping.
Yeah.
They have talking.
Yeah.
Intellectual ego grasping is not the root of samsara.
It's the innate.
But this learn philosophy, they become intellectual belief something. But inherently or innate
Innate.
ego, that is
That's
the root
the
of
problem.
samsara.
Yeah.
Must recognize what this object, what say. That is important.
Yeah.
That, therefore, My teachings come, how do we deal with it? I come that, how do we deal with it? How we believe them? That is emptiness, analytical meditation. Beginning this question coming, how we, otherwise we don't need emptiness teaching, emptiness meditation, how we deal with it. Beginning what mistake coming. Then I say for habitual, what's that? Always many months studying habitual tendencies. For more, I think their example, principle telling, but many. And then, mental construct, to say, and fabrication. What's that? Fabrication. Mental
Fabrication.
fabrication.
Mental fabrication.
You understand?
Yeah.
Fabrication.
That's a mental construct and fabrication.
Mental construct and fabrication, yes.
Yep.
I thought fabrication means vegetable.
No. It means you sort of make it up.
Yeah.
You make something up.
Yeah, that is, habitually make this fabrication.
Yes.
And vegetable, yeah. Yes, also wrong imagination. Wrong imagining, also same mental rigidity.
Yes.
Rigidity. There also two things of everything. That is then causes of delusion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, causes of delusion. Then ignorant beginning they start ignorant. Then can see some object, enemy or attachment object or anger object or jealousy object, whatever see, then no investigate, never in analysis. Just we believe and delude it, then grasping.
Yeah.
We how deal with it, that must to know.
How we do it, yeah.
But really check.
Yeah, like where the delusions come
from. What?
That's my brother.
I see.
Come to visit mom.
Oh, yeah. Then if we know emptiness.
That's their dog, Max.
Yeah. If we need, we study emptiness, we practicing emptiness. Wow.
It's like a Mr. Schnauzer.
Yeah.
Yes. Max is a real giver.
Then we must investigate. Beginning investigate. Yeah. We beginning investigate. Because whatever we see, easy investigate like momentary. Whatever we see, it is not true. It is we see permanent, but there are momentary reality changing. That we must do because empty, impermanent also logic is emptiness logic, but still not enough. More investigate. But that reality we may investigate. No, I see that, I saw that, I don't believe that is, I don't believe that is no reality. That need. I'm not real. Then analyze, then ultimately or conventionally to coming. This investigation, then more became, scholar or tradition. But still, no scholar, whatever we see, we don't believe that. That is you not just don't believe, no, you investigate. It's not true. It's not true. Also, science say, if check, whatever we see, not true. That in like almost this momentary analyze include the sciences checking momentary was not true. That is we understanding but no realize it.
Yeah.
No realize it.
Understand, but not realize it. Yeah.
No realize it. Realize it, then we really changing. But yes, but only that. Yes, but still okay. Yes, but ordinary people, then just believe. Animals, just whatever you see, that is 100%. I'm true. I'm correct. Then jump, then doing activity, then big wrong, big wrong. No, that is scholar way, really. Check. No, I'm deluded like that. That is emptiness practice. Analytical beginning coming. Yeah, conventionally, then, that is, then so many different analyses or investigation. That Chittamata way and Sautantika Matamika way and Pasantika Madhamika way, then different complicated topics come, but good, not so complicated. It, not so easy, but need thinking and learning. That, you must meditate that. Whatever you see morning till evening, you eye open, you have emptiness practice.
Yeah.
Emptiness practice always with you together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is, yeah, you are silly. That investigate, not true. You must immediately tell you. Then, but step by step, slowly, poco poco. Yeah, poco, habit coming.
Yeah.
Habit coming. Beginning immediately today, habit were coming.
Yeah.
We have ego grasping habit, million years, million lives we have ego grasping habit. But we have profound wisdom habit only 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Right.
How immediately fighting? Difficult, but we know sage's way. That is how to we make undelusion, or what's say, no deluded.
Yeah.
Right.
No deluded, how to make, or we deluded, recognize.
Yeah.
If don't recognize, then big danger.
Right.
Then become stupid. That is the problem.
Stay stupid.
Huh?
Stay stupid. We're already ignorant, so we don't become stupid. We are
But we,
stupid.
that is reality talking.
Right.
Talking.
Yeah.
I just not telling religion.
Yeah.
Just universal education or
Yeah.
just
Right.
like reality talking, like scientific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is if true or not true, we debate.
So, who first thought of emptiness?
Huh?
Who first thought of emptiness?
Which
Who was the first person who presented emptiness in history?
emptiness?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think no beginning.
Yeah.
Because Buddha is no beginning.
Right. That's what I
Right.
thought.
And also, eons as main, eon no beginning.
Right. It was always there.
Always they have good, bad, everything.
Right.
Eons, but when start this earth, this sky,
Yeah.
but we can say
Yeah.
this some many years ago that earth start, but before other mundo,
Right.
nobody say similar. They say no beginning Buddha, no end Buddha. Yeah, no beginning sentient being. Which one beginning human, beginning sentient being? That is, I think, but emptiness always remain. Luminous mind always remain. But if not recognized, then look like picture hall, cinema hall.
Oh,
Picture hall.
We are now cinema hall.
yeah.
Samsara is cinema hall.
Projecting out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Walt Disney
We
World,
morning till
360
evening
image.
looking cinema.
Yeah.
Really cinema.
Right.
Real life cinema.
Geshe Draka said same thing. Cinema.
Cinema, yeah. That is the reality. Also, Melarapa say Pado now.
Bardo, yeah.
Pado,
3D cinema.
they're not dying Pado.
Right.
Dying Pado, not dying Pado. Because so many things coming
Yeah.
is not recognized, no analyze. That is problem. We must analyze Sautantika way, Chit matter way, and this master said this way. Then, morning till evening, you have wisdom practice. You have emptiness practice. Morning till evening, whatever you see, whatever you thinking, whatever you heard, don't believe that is. That is, don't believe. That even Pasantika Madhamika say 100% leveling. But Sautantika Madhamika say they have 50%, and then you also give name, then the object come. Object come.
Right.
Then you deal with it 100% object side, not subject side. But reality, subject, object together make that. Like illusion. Have mantara and some things stone, and then put mantara, and then can see elephant and birds. That need something stone, something mantara. Then their eye deluded. Deluded eyes, it depends, deluded eyes make and elephant or bird, and next, not to put mantara, next people come, they can't see elephant.
Right. It's sort of like magic.
Because of magic.
Yeah.
That why they 50% need. Also, you must put labeling, hub labeling, hub, what's that? Hub name,
Give a name.
give name, or hub is there, but full no existing.
This is like hypnosis when somebody hypnotizes people and they actually, I've seen this.
Right.
They actually believe he says the right trigger and they all of a sudden start doing whatever he said they were going to do.
Right.
So it's the
Huh?
mind.
Right.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Oh, those are friends of Liz. Liz is in
One of these.
this.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
So,
Question.
emptiness
yes,
and delusion
yes.
always exist.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but delusion is if we practicing remedy and then, but emptiness always remain. Yes.
But why?
Yeah. Reality always remain.
So my question is,
Yes.
delusions, emptiness,
Oh, yes.
ego grasping, emptiness.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Why delusions, attachment, ego, self,
Yeah.
so much more prevalent than emptiness
Yeah, yeah.
in
Emptiness is a reality situation.
yeah,
And like inherently no existing. That is emptiness. But fundamental wisdom, what's that? Profound wisdom. Profound wisdom and ego grasping, that is opponent. But the debate is one say empty, one say full. One say empty, one say full.
Right.
Yeah, that is, then who is, form is empty, other ego, the ego grasping say, form is no empty. And profound mind say, form is empty. Then they fight.
Right.
But who is reality? Form is empty. That is reality. Because scientific, if check, you know, momentary and what's momentary subs, what's atom,
Atoms,
Oh,
yeah.
subparticle.
oh, particle,
Subparticle, yeah.
partless,
Partless
Yes,
particles.
part, yeah, and momentary check and part check, part, if partless existing and two partless together put, and they have one touching side,
Yeah.
not touching side. If have, then no partless. If completely each other touching, then only one. 100 come, or even one. If
If they're
not touching side, then this is not partless.
If not touching,
That is the logic, Chittamatra.
not touching their
And Madhamika also logic. Because also time is, you know, past person, it depends. Time is, it depends.
right.
Time and partless time. Partless time. Partless
Partless
time.
time.
Two join and past and future nothing. Become one or disappear.
Right.
Therefore, partless time nothing, partless, atom nothing. That is Madhamika, Chittamatra, all.
This is all about
Our
perception.
non-Buddhists say yes. And also Buddhist Bhavashika and Sotantika say existing. Non-Buddhist say existing,
Right.
but Mahayana say no existing. But logic, if existing, then inherently existing, then truly existing. But that atom, partless atom, no existing, then no independently no existing. Everything come from causes, condition, and it dependent, and tall and short dependent.
Right.
Yeah, everything dependent. Beautiful, ugly, all dependent. Yeah, all just dependent.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, everything dependent. Not everything intelligent.
Yes, yes. Hi.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
So
Todo intelligent.
Right. All in, so
All
can't exist.
interdependent.
It can't exist.
Yeah. Todo intelligent.
Right.
why? Why
Because
is-
no
No.
independent.
Yeah. New question.
No,
New question.
yeah,
Okay. Why is conventional truth
conventional truth.
more accepted than ultimate truth?
Yes, conventional truth is not true. Ultimate truth is true, but still, in truly existing, ultimate truth different. Conventional truth is no ultimate truth. Conventional truth, existing, no existing, that is two different aspects. Conventional truth, we say conventional truth, that is no existing. Dilukpa say conventional truth exists, conventional truth, it's existing. But other scholars say conventional truth, we can say this conventional truth, but this is basically no existing. The ultimate truth is existing, but not truly existing.
Right.
That they need different definition.
Different definitions.
Yeah,
Truly existing and true. is different.
Yeah, but,
That is important.
yeah, it might be
Yeah.
difficult.
Please translate,
Yes,
Robert.
Thanks. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me okay?
Hold on just a second. Okay, try now.
Hi, testing. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Now we can.
Thanks. Geshe went through the preliminaries. One thing he talked about is that Lama Tsongkhapa, important for him to realize emptiness was to do a Nungdro practice. And Geshe mentioned that in particular, 100,000 prostrations was important for Lama Tsongkhapa to achieve emptiness, and that was helpful. But Geshe had a lot of teachings around this and talked about a lot of details. He said that Lama Tsongkhapa realized merely nominally imputed existence. And then at that point, he correctly understood emptiness. And for the Gelugpa tradition, this is an important special decision that Lama Tsongkhapa had. Geshe concluded here that emptiness is not so easy to realize, and to do so, we need a lot of momentum or preliminary practices. And he talked about how other schools of Buddhism, different than Gelugpa, like the Nyingma tradition and the Kagyu tradition, that the Nungro tradition is very important among these schools of Buddhism. And that sometimes masters from these other schools know very much about Lama Tsongkhapa, even though Lama Tsongkhapa is associated with the Gelugpa tradition. Geshe talked about how we must in this life try to realize emptiness because we have some good conditions to do that are rare. We're reborn human and are intelligent people. We can read and study and discuss, and we have an opportunity, so we should try to use this opportunity. And he said we should try to use this opportunity to root out our own fundamental ignorance. And he talked several times about this fundamental ignorance being our ego grasping view. Geshe said there's a distinction here. He also talked about last time that ignorance itself is no view. And I'm just going to repeat the words here. He said that fundamental ignorance is a mind, but ignorance is a mental state or a secondary mind. And then he talked about the fundamental ignorance object of the mode of apprehension are that things inherently or truly exist, and that emptiness is the profound wisdom object of the mode of apprehension, and it's a direct contradiction to this ignorance, and it contradicts the grasping mind. And Geshe gave the example, like a metaphor or an example of somebody with jaundice that sees everything as yellow. You see a seashell that normally people see as white, and you have jaundice, and you say, absolutely, this is yellow, absolutely. But others see it as white. And Geshe said this metaphor or this example, it's similar with this fundamental ignorance versus profound wisdom. Now, when we examine the metaphor, actually, Geshe said that both seeing it as white and yellow aren't actually true, but this is just an example, and we can use this example to try to understand the difference. So again, Geshe said that ignorance is a secondary mind, and the grasping is a different kind of mind. Yeah. And Geshe says we're deluded, but there's many different kinds of delusions. And part of our job is to study our delusions. And we have to know and understand this innate ego grasping that we have in ourselves. And we also have to know the difference between this innate ego grasping and the kind of intellectual ego grasping. So we have to understand how we're deluded.
Oh,
Is he still there?
Can you hear me? Hello?
We can't hear you.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, there you are.
Can you hear me? Did I?
Yeah.
You dropped
Okay.
out.
I don't know where I dropped out, but it's we have to understand our delusions and the difference between this innate ego grasping and the intellectual ego grasping. We have to understand how we're deluded. Geshe said we don't need teachings on emptiness unless we're interested in understanding how we're deluded and how we understand that how we create mental constructs and fabrications, how we make things up, and how we have mental rigidity and how this is the cause of our delusion and how our own ignorance arises. So if we study emptiness and practice ourselves, we must investigate how we're deluded. And that whatever we see from morning until night, whatever we take in with our senses, our different senses, we can see how this is happening. This movie is happening moment by moment for us. And we have to try to understand using different techniques how whatever we see is not true. And then once we see and understand how everything isn't true, we have to analyze how it exists. And at that point, we can investigate the two truths, how things exist conventionally and how they exist ultimately. But we have to start by trying to understand how whatever we see from morning until night, that we shouldn't believe it, even though We do, yeah. We must investigate. Is this true? And this doesn't have to be, Geshe makes this point often, that this doesn't have to be a religious exploration. It's a scientific or a non-religious exploration that we can make, because science and quantum physics makes the same explorations. Geshe says that ordinary people or animals or other beings believe whatever they see from morning until night is 100% true. Then based on what they think is true, they do some action, and then they do some wrong action, and then the cycle continues. So Buddhism, or this study, Geshe said, provides many different ways or different philosophies in how we make this investigation about reality and about our ignorance. Geshe talked about some different schools of emptiness, some different tenets of emptiness in Buddhism. He talked about the Svatangika Madhyamika, the Chittamatra school, the Prasangika Madhyamika. Geshe said we don't have to get too complicated in these intellectual teachings, but we have to have some understanding and think and understand and try to learn a little bit and meditate on how these different schools look at reality. But we don't have to wait to meditate on a cushion. Geshe said that he said that whatever we see from morning until evening, or whatever we experience from morning until evening, we can investigate. So the world can be our teacher. So we can actually do emptiness practice in every moment. So when we do this and look at our own minds and try to understand how we're mistaken, step by step, we try to change our habits, and that's the point of it. Geshe said we've had this big ego grasping, or this ignorance, from beginningless lives, and that's been going on for eons, but we've maybe only had the habits of profound wisdom for 5 or 10 minutes of that. So it's a job that we have to do to try to turn things around and develop new habits. And Geshe said if we don't recognize our own delusions, we can become a big problem for those around us. And again, it doesn't have to be a religious investigation. It can be a scientific investigation. Geshe compared Samsara to like a movie hall or a cinema hall. That we're looking at a movie from morning until evening. Like that, it's like a drama that's not true. And what we see, hear, and experience, we don't have to believe. And again, the different tenets of Buddhism, Prasangika, Madhyamika, 100% we don't believe. 100% what we think is there is purely a label. Other schools like Svatangika, Madhyamika say it's 50% something is there and 50% we label. And the label matters, and the subject and object come together to make some illusion, like a magician. It comes together to make an illusion. So emptiness, Geshe said, is the reality situation, that things inherently don't exist. And understanding this is profound wisdom, and that we can check moment by moment. And Geshe quickly gave us the teaching on emptiness, talking about quantum particles, or what meditators realized even without quantum physics, without science, that if you investigate very small particles, if there are sides to a particle, like a north, south, east, and west, or a left and right, or an up and down, then that means it's not partless, that there is a particle there. If a particle is completely covering another particle, then there's not two particles, that's only one particle. And if you do this kind of, and Buddhism has these kinds of investigations, and if you do these kinds of investigations, the partless particles don't exist. You'll find that everything disappears. Same with time, Geshe said. Past and future are completely concepts that are completely dependent. There is no future without a past. It's a completely relative concept. And then if we look in the present and chop up time, we actually can't even find the present moment. It will completely disappear. What partless particles don't exist, partless time doesn't exist. And so the conclusion is that everything is existing interdependently. Yeah. So Prasangika Madhyamika, he said, agrees on this point that partless time and partless particles don't exist. Chittamatra says this is true. But then there are also other tenets or other Buddhist schools that say that there is some something that exists. So there's these different routes to study, different ways to study that scholars have did that we can benefit from, and compare and to see what works for us. So Geshe said that, yeah, again, things don't exist inherently without depending on other things. So we have to try to understand what that means when we say things don't exist truly. And then he said tall and short, we use these concepts all the time. This is bad, this is good, this is tall, this is short. They're completely concepts that are completely dependent, completely relative. And reality is like that. So in that way, conventional truth is not true. Some scholars say it doesn't exist. Gelugpa says conventional truth is existing. But Geshe then said that truly existing and ultimate truth are different things. Ultimate truth is true, but it doesn't mean that things exist truly or inherently. That's what I had.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. More clear because my English. Yeah. Like that. Yes, we important investigating Tsongkhapa according, although also other master according, all these Pasandika mathematics. And if you have time, then I will tell Sotantika and Chittamatra, but Pasandika is, we say top, high, but still different explanation. For me, very wonderful. Wonderful, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I just not really meditate, but I meditate every day, practice together. That is interesting, yeah, something helping, not normal, yeah, people, different, still, typical changing. Anyway, we are all same. Yeah, what I mean that what's ultimate truth? Ultimate truth means no many. Ultimate truth is only emptiness. Common say, everybody say, emptiness is emptiness is ultimate truth. Emptiness, who realizes it, and Arya's, wisdom, directly see. Not yet emptiness realize it. Even conceptual, difficult realize it. Conceptual also, not so clean like glasses.
Yeah.
But directly, wisdom, Arya's wisdom, they can realize it. Arya also different level, new moon, on second moon, third moon, and 15 moon, moon calendar. Similar, directly see, but very little beginning.
Yeah.
Like, then again meditate, more. Second day, third day, fourth day, then 15 day, then like Buddha.
Yeah.
Because that one bhumi, two bhumi, three bhumi, 10 bhumi, their emptiness, they realize it, but still different. And also birds can flying, but some birds very faster, Some birds lazy, later, you know, slowly,
Yeah,
but some very
yeah,
like parrot similar,
yeah.
you know. That is 10 bumis and some pasta.
Yeah.
Even, you know, 7 bumi and one momentary and meditate and, you know, like, how to call, realize it, emptiness, and also wake up. That, yeah, one moment can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
terminology,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that is 7 boom. Anyway, my talking again going, you know, a big city. No, complicated. Big city, then we don't find restaurant.
Go find a restaurant.
Yeah. Anyway, like Lama Tsongkhapa say, inherently no existence. That is a reality. That is reality, you know. Inherently no existence. And what say? Everything, many things causes condition. It depends. Many things artificial. Many things dependent. You know, tall and short, similar.
Right.
Other side, this side
Yeah.
is east,
Right.
north,
West.
and many things like that. Then many things just what say mere what say imputate. That is more subtle, more subtle, more subtle. How existing and just level it, 100% level it. That is subtle. But many things, you know, it depends. Tall and, but the other one come short, you know. That is similar, many. And that is, yeah, that is causes condition or dependent. Because dependent arising. By reason, dependent arising, then inherently no existing. Inherently existing, and then independently existing, same. Inherently existing, independently existing, same. Independently, no one existing. Everything like relativity or conventional, I don't know. What say? Dependent on. Dependent on. Dependent on, okay?
Yeah.
Dependent on.
Yeah.
But still doubt, emptiness, dependent on. I don't know. Does truly existing or say ultimately true?
Mhm.
That Shenton say it is no conventional. It is, you know, no beginning, no end, always remain. If realize it according there. You know, emptiness only realize it ayas wisdom, pure wisdom, and it realize it how they see exactly there, 100%. Emptiness. So therefore, emptiness is independently existing. Yep, okay, independently existing, I'm no problem. Lama Tsongkhapa say everything no inherently existing, independently no existing, but emptiness inherently existing, no existing. My question.
Well, if you look at math, you have zero. You say emptiness is like zero.
Yeah.
But how can zero exist without 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or -1, -2, -3? There's no reference point for zero without the other numbers.
Yeah.
So
It's interdependent.
it is the emptiness itself. Zero actually depends on other numbers.
Yeah.
us to
Emptiness
recognize
is
it as
emptiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emptiness is emptiness. But emptiness is no beginning, no end, always remain.
Mhm.
So therefore, I say, it's thinking emptiness is inherently existing, maybe.
Yeah.
If existing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make delusion.
Right.
If existing, then we became deluded. That is a problem.
Right.
Right.
But
Emptiness is not like
things, everything no true. If true, then we can't give up delusion. The object is true.
Right.
Emptiness is always what said reality, and if we see emptiness, no attachment, no angry, no jealousy, everything reduce.
Mhm.
Reduced.
Even emptiness is truly existing, it doesn't matter. It can't make trouble, you know.
Mhm.
The point is that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lama Tsongkhapa said, everything in, not Lama Tsongkhapa, Nagarjuna, or Chandrakirti, all masters say inherently no existing. Inherently no existing, and ultimately true, that they need different thinking. But doesn't matter. For example, Mahamudra say, and Shenton say, and Dzogchen say, the Anuttara Yoga say, luminosity mind or purity mind or subtle mind is always remain. Always remain. All nirvana, samsara, all come from subtle mind. If not realize it, not recognize samsara, if realize it is nirvana, that everybody have, that is emptiness, that is true, ultimately true. Other things, all conventional true, all not infallible, everything temporary, everything analyze and can't bear. What's that?
Yeah. Can't bear analysis. Yeah.
Bear?
Cannot bear
Analysis.
analysis.
Yeah, disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
Or changing. Don't find.
Right.
We really scientifically, what's that? Check. We're not discovering. They are all run away. You know, everything run away. You know, enemy and all objects is we check, all run away,
Mm.
all shy.
Yeah.
They are all shy. They run away. Then nothing. Only we become lonely. Oh, then I think lonely very sad. Maybe I make joke.
We miss our
Yes.
samsara.
Only luminous mind
Yeah.
existing remain. Conventional, all shy, all disappear or vanish. Then what shall we do?
But it will never feel never truly disappear.
Oh, yes.
If your subtle consciousness moves from no beginning to no end,
Yes.
and it moves from vessel to vessel, then it will never truly disappear. Correct?
Correct. Yes. Consciousness continues.
Oh, consciousness. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the mind.
Luminosity mind.
Luminosity mind.
Luminosity mind. Luminosity mind, yeah, continually.
Yeah, yeah,
But if directly see emptiness, then all things shy. Because we know them, this reality situation, then they can't cheat us. Then they run away.
yeah. Right.
No.
They can't cheat us.
If we're aware of them.
If you're-
The-
if
All
you're-
things can't cheat Buddha. Because Buddha is realities recognize, all phenomena. Directly see emptiness, full emptiness.
Buddha also existed dependent on
Yeah.
conditions. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, that is also dependently existing. That is dependently, how to call, deluded mind, the object is, we can say like that, that is object existing, no existing. But we can say, reflection or two object, we eyes doing that two object. But that is we can see but no existing. See, no existing. Conventionals can see but no existing.
Yes, I understand.
Understanding
Yes.
conventionals existing or just see.
But what about the luminous mind,
Yes,
subtle consciousness?
yes,
There's no beginning, no end.
no end,
So if,
never disappear.
if they exist independent
Yeah.
of anything else. Yes?
They're beginning and no end, and they're existing.
Yes.
That is ultimate true.
Yes. But that means that emptiness
Emptiness,
is
yes,
not
no beginning, no end.
Emptiness is not true because subtle consciousness or luminous mind always exists independent of causes and conditions.
No, the way they discuss this then is that it's dependent on the moment.
Yeah, it's always dependent on the moment.
So even though it is not a concretized fixed thing. Geshe said it's like pouring a bucket of water from one, the bucket of that energy goes into the next moment, and then the bucket of the energy. So even though it appears to be a continuum, it's actually momentarily regenerating itself.
Perpetual motion we did not show exists.
Well, I'm talking about a consciousness, a subtle consciousness state, not anything that's physical.
It's not measurable by, yeah.
It's not measurable. Yeah.
My question, but not decision. Just
But these are the things you have
But-
that you are meant to probe.
Experience for
And
yourself.
yourself.
Experience
Analyze
as a
and check
consciousness. Experience it.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I haven't done that. So.
yes, that is if luminous mind currently existing, no danger. If beautiful and enemy and jealousy object and anger object and attachment object, if inherently existing, then very danger.
Hmm.
Because this is reality, and then we always samsara.
Right.
If we investigate attachment object, it's not true, reality not true. And anger's object enemy is really check. It's not true. Conventional logic, ultimate logic, every logic can check. Not true. You know, if this true and we believe according they are true, then very danger. Then we always delude it. Then big trouble. Emptiness views like that. You know, yeah, I see my habit, and that is if investigate 100% every logic, every master's logics, every school logics, not true. You know, all Lama say, all they say different logic, different logic. You and eyes and hearings and not true. Also, your conception not true. Your concept not true. This is more logic need. You know, I not true and thinking not true. Not true, not true, but is modern something, modernly.
I'm gonna go back up to the computer.
I think it's a little loud, the computer. And they're
Yeah.
talking. I don't know.
Yeah. That yes, true. They appear to the deluded while not being there. I don't know. Modern, I don't know. I saw this morning. Little bit preparation. Really, that's in English makes problem.
Do you remember the spelling of the word?
Huh?
You remember how to spell the word?
Oh yeah, modern means samsara. You know, modern.
Mundane.
Oh.
Mundane.
Mundane.
Gloria.
Yeah, modern.
Maybe mundane, because that's used a lot in Buddhism.
Yeah, worldly. Yeah.
Worldly, mundane.
Worldly
Monday.
perspective.
Yes.
Worldly perspective.
Worldly perspective is, worldly perspective is existing, no existing. Oh, but it's ultimate point of view. Ultimate is existing, no existing.
No existing,
No
ultimate.
Point of view conventionally existing, no existing.
Eventually it existed.
Yeah, well, worldly perspective is like others' perception as seen by others, yeah. But not Buddhas.
Yes, okay. The way others see things, but
Other
not the way the
means,
Buddhas do.
or
Other's
deluded
perspective.
perception.
Yeah, understand.
Deluded perception, but not deluded, not deluded perception. Modern, what's a worldly yeah, I think time going.
I think so.
That,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 That I don't know.
Next time.
Yeah. we just
Yeah,
continue next time.
the little bit next summary. I don't know.
Oh, maybe very little time, but Geshe said that
Yeah,
inherent existence and independent existence are the same. He asked the questions: Is emptiness dependent on anything? Is ultimate truth dependent on anything? And he said that even if we could say emptiness is inherently existing, it doesn't matter because it doesn't cause us delusions.
yeah.
Whereas when we see phenomenon in the outside world, our belief that it inherently exists causes us problems because we get attached to things and we get angry or averse to things. So it doesn't even matter that question so much. And also same thing with luminous mind. If that's inherently existing, then no danger there. Geshe said that different teachings like Mahamudra, Shantong, Dzogchen, Anayatara Yoga, they all agree that our subtle mind always remains and is beginningless, and that samsara and nirvana all come from this subtle mind. But if we don't recognize this subtle mind, we're in samsara, and if we recognize it, that's nirvana.
Oh yes, thank you. That is doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If conventional truly existing, then big problem.
Yeah. So we don't have to worry about whether emptiness exists inherently or not. It doesn't matter.
This don't make deluded.
Yeah, right.
That is the point.
Yeah, right.
It's not harmful.
It's
Don't
about
worry
being-
about it.
But philosophy
suffering.
telling lot debate today.
Yeah.
I thought no problem. It doesn't make danger.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. Now,
Thank you,
Okay.
Sarah, first.
Dedication.
yeah.
May the supreme jewel of the view of bodhicitta and the view of emptiness that has not yet arisen arise and go. May that which have arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Due to all these merits, may all father and mother sentient beings have all happiness, and may all the lower realms be empty forever. Wherever there are bodhisattvas, may all their prayers be accomplished immediately. Long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels. Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please live long.
Thank you, Geshe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Beautiful.
Oh,
Long
thank